Hello, basketball fans. You've got... All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Devin Booker. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Wilkins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is James. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. To the middle. It's picked off. Pass to Edwards. Outside Booker. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Garnett. Back to Booker. Pass to Garnett. Now Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Tries it from the top of the key. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, the definition of the, quote, sharpshooter. Booker showing great balance and accuracy for a young guy.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Well, Doris, if you're a Wolves fan, you really have to enjoy the present.
Well, think about it. 56-26 last year, their second best record ever. A 3 seed in the West, also their second best ever. As long as they have the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, that team should be a factor in the West.
And both free throws good for Jordan. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Garnett, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And, B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
He's perfect from the line this time. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Jordan misses. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. Softly drops in the floater.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Booker. Jordan against Edwards. Here's Booker. And that misses. That would have put him up.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, for a big man, DeAndre Jordan has such soft touch on his passes.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Of course, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
The Thunder making a switch here. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. In the third spot, Oklahoma City.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And he lobs it up. James with a steal. Pass to Jordan. Jordan against Edwards. Jordan with the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last game out, he had 38 points.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. All right, I'm told we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, joining us now with the latest news. Shams, what's the update?
Hey, Brian. I just got confirmation that the early season trade the Timberwolves have been pursuing is final. They make a big-time move getting Klay Thompson. Their front office prioritized shooting and championship experience. Klay Thompson brings you both. And sources tell me Thompson cannot wait to get going with his new team.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. And so it's Minnesota with it. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. James with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the game.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Johnson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mike Conley comes in for Jordan. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Dillingham. Thompson, a screen on Conley. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Minnesota again missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
It was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Here's Conley following the score by Minnesota. James passes to Conley. Back to James. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. James outside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Conley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. There's the screen by Johnson. Nice D from Allen.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's Dillingham. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
And LeBron James wins his battle right at the beginning. Explosive first step.
James against Bryant. Reed, a screen on James. Bryant from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So for Minnesota right now, Anthony Edwards out there with Devin Booker. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Kobe Bryant. And it's Garnett in at the power forward position. Now here's Jordan. And in that win against the Pelicans, he was a major factor as well.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Sprewell, covered by Bryant. Conley looking for an opening. Back to Jordan. 6 to shoot. He shoots a 3. It's hauled in by Garnett. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Bryant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. The Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Conley against Booker. Conley passes to Sprewell. Şengün, a screen on Bryant. Down low. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, textbook work by Şengün. Setting a solid screen and then getting open.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Bryant, right side. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Holmgren. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Booker. Up and over Conley. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Well, that's what you call a tough 2, because if you're in the lane at D-Book size, you never know what could happen.
Here's Sprewell. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
They throw good. Edwards. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Şengün finds Jordan. The 3 from Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Throws it up high, and then Bryant with the dunk.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Holmgren. Pass to James. Şengün, a screen on Bryant. James passes to Şengün. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Garnett. Back to Booker. Jordan against Edwards. For 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Pass to James. Now Conley. Here's Jordan. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Wilkins. No good that time. Good D by Şengün. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Oh, up top for the lob to Holmgren.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Alexander's checked in for Jordan. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Oklahoma City, second, fifth best, Minnesota.
One look at last season's shot blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are two squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
Pass to Bryant. Over James. Bryant with the bucket. Bryant's got 6 here in the quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside. But fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
So it's Oklahoma City now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
Are you serious? That is some power from the point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Bryant, again the Timberwolves score.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Pass to Şengün. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryant. Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Dillingham. An easy 2 on the layup. And now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Conley, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Hey, Doris, at what point of the year are coaching staffs really starting to optimize their rosters?
Well, B.A., I think one of the fascinating things is after about 20 games, what teams do analytically is they're going to evaluate what are their best 2-man, 3-man, 4-man, and 5-man units. What are their plus minuses? What combinations work and don't work together? The fascinating piece is over the grind of an NBA season, there's always challenges. An injury that's poorly timed, or perhaps a trade at the deadline. So many things go into optimizing your roster.
Jordan's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Conley drops them both.
Boy, Mike Conley has always been such a steadying influence, a respected leader. Doesn't matter what team he's on.
Allen with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Allen. Five on the clock. Back to DiVincenzo. No good. That would have tied it. Thunder leading by 3. Here's James. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
tell you, that's a nice job by LeBron to keep that ball safe and secure on his way to the cup.
Allen with a screen on Conley. Allen outside. Inside. Dillingham, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Oh, there's the alley. And it's Allen who slams it home.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Conley. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So LeBron will go to the free throw line. Klay Thompson picks one up, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Jordan's checked in for Conley. Ayton, he's checked in for Minnesota.
LeBron James, one shot.
James, no good on the free throw.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Now here's Thompson. Fires the three. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Thunder leading by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Halftime is here, and what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front. A lot of moves around the NBA, and of course, one trade that got vetoed. Shaq and Kenny's trade in our fantasy basketball league.
That trade had no business being vetoed. Collusion, I say. Collusion, collusion, collusion.
How does it even work, Ernie? Does the rest of the league vote on it?
The commissioner decides if it passes or not. In this case, that would be me. Vetoed. Oh. And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Timberwolves.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They just let scores go by.
Ole, ole, ole. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Thunder leading by 5. They've got James. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jordan in at the 2. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention, he can find another cutter for a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Bryant. And so James will bring it up for Oklahoma City. They held a 12-point lead earlier. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Booker. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Garnett. The Thunder making their last shot. Outside Edwards. Shot from 12. It's good. Edwards has got 11. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Jordan with a screen on Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Garnett's got 4 rebounds now. Goes up at the elbow. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
2 points. That one goes.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Now here's Bryant. 16 points for him. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. 4th, the Thunder.
Yeah, they were incredibly accurate on free throws last season. They are an organization that doesn't neglect an important part of the game.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Back to Booker. Here's Edwards. Can't get it to fall.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5.
Oh, hey! How about that?
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Booker surveying the floor. There's the screen. Bryant outside. The baseline J. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Bryant. Booker's got 6 points.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Edwards. Jordan, the pass to Jordan. James against Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jordan. Got it. 10 points for him.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And he's going for the lob. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. To the paint. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Booker, the pass to Bryant. Bryant, great positioning on the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Here's Jordan. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shea hitting the three.
Well, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
Jordan against Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on LeBron James.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
The first free throw is good. Mike Conley's checked in for Oklahoma City. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jordan. James deciding where to go with it. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And here's Edwards outside. Another miss by Minnesota.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
Booker, the pass to Garnett. To the inside. Here's Bryant. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the line tonight.
Kobe Bryant at the line for two.
And he knocks down the first one. And Minnesota making a change here. So he makes both from the line. Thunder leading by 10. Outside Conley. Pass to Jordan. Down low. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Timberwolves trail by 10. On the wing, Bryant. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Jordan, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And Aiden pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Bryant against Jordan. Bryant outside. Lets it fly. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds now. Conley on the attack. Here's a look at the schedule for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis, going up against the Grizzlies. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And that game against the Rockets, that one will be the 7th on the season for them. The team will still be looking to improve each time they take the floor.
He misses the free throw. Allen, he's checked in for Minnesota. Bobby Portis comes in for Reed. And he sinks the second. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Pass to Bryant. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Stoudemire. And so Conley will bring it up for the Thunder. They held a 12-point lead earlier. To the middle. Stolen by Bryant. Thompson outside. The Thunder with the rebound. 29 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Pass to Jordan. From the high post. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Jordan's got 10 points here in the second half.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Thunder. They're up by 11. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Anthony Edwards, also Devin Booker out there, and it's Garnett in at the 4. Bryant with the bucket.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
The floater. Oh, and Bryant with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. And here are the Thunder now. They're leading by 8.
Anthony Edwards has shown he can defend with the best of them. Nice contest there.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Classic move by LeBron James.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Garnett. He's covered by Holmgren. Bryant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Wilkins. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Şengün. And here's Conley. Booker defending. Back to Conley. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Wilkins. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Oh, man, what vision by Booker. His playmaking is really underrated.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Thunder leading by 6. And here's James. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul. Anthony Edwards. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1, LeBron James.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Here's Garnett. Back to Bryant. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Bryant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Here's James. Rebound Minnesota. Bryant's got 9 rebounds now. Wilkins, the pass to Edwards. Now here's Bryant from outside the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
James finds Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Bryant outside. Pass to Garnett. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Edwards against James. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. There's Holmgren on the slam.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Outside Edwards. Over James. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
James outside. Inside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And here's Bryant outside, and it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
James outside. Off target at the rim. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Bryant, and he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Timberwolves making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Back to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Pass to Thompson. Here's the pick. Now Bryant. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Bryant's got 10 points in the quarter.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
SGA doing his thing in close.
SGA delivers in a big-time moment. Young gun, look out.
With the step back. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Boy, as fantastic as Devin Booker's offensive arsenal is, to me the best part, his competitive edge and toughness, it sets him apart nightly.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Thompson against Jordan. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent D there from Booker. Timberwolves trail by 3. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter. To 15-footer is good.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Jordan high post, working on Thompson.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Second team foul. At the line for your defender, Michael Jordan. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Hitting all your free throws at the end is huge in this league. So many games are decided by razor-thin margins.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Thompson for 3. And they get it back.
Wow! Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Jordan inside, working on Thompson. 6 to shoot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Anthony Edwards just checked in for Klay Thompson. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Jordan against Edwards. Money.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
Left side, Booker. It's off. And now we've got an intentional foul. First free throw is good.